In this video, I'm going to demonstrate to you how to download a zip file from the internet, Blackboard particularly, and extract that zip file and connect to that data using ARC Catalog. And this will help you with the assignment that you need to do today. So the first thing, I'm on the home page of our GIS class, and I'm going to select the weekly work link, and I'm going to look in the week 2 folder. And so this is the video that you're watching now, showing you how to download and extract GIS data. I'm going to click on the GIS data zip file, and that's going to launch my download. I'm going to save the file. You probably won't have these options, but you will have the save the file options. I'll pick OK. And that will download typically into our downloads folder. So we can click this, and I'm in Firefox, so you can see the download arrow. You may see something a little different in Chrome, but I'm going to pick open container containing folder. So now I'm in Windows Explorer, and this went to my downloads folder. You can sometimes get to it over here on the left, but here's the file that I'm wanting to use. But before I do that, I want to create a place to extract this file. So in my left panel here, I'm going to select under Libraries to go to Documents. And from the Documents area, I'm going to select New Folder. And I'm going to call this GIS class. No spaces and no funny characters. All together. And now I'm going to go back using the back arrow here to where I was before. And I'm going to double click the zip file. And you may not even see the zip, but you'll see the folder with the zipper icon on it. So when you double click that, you should see an Extract All Files button on your toolbar. If not, you can right click on it and you can probably pick Extract that way. So we're going to pick Extract All Files, and now I'm going to browse to that folder that I just created in my documents. So I'm going to pick Browse, and under my name here I should see Documents show up here. And here's the GIS class folder that I just created. So I pick OK. This is the path. Probably a good idea to go ahead and highlight that and copy that. We might use that later. That's alright, don't worry about that. We'll pick Extract. And so we'll wait for this to finish. So what this is doing is installing some data files that we're going to use throughout this GIS class on your machine, on your computer, and it's all stored in this folder: Documents, GIS class, GIS data, and here's the information that we're going to use. And there's more information in each one of these folders. I'm going to left click up here in the address bar, and then I'm going to right click and I'm going to pick Copy. And now I'm going to use this path that I just copied to connect to this folder quickly with ARC Catalog. But that concludes this video. In the next video, I'll show you how to connect to ARC Catalog and also how to use ARC Catalog. So now I'm going to launch ARC Catalog. I'm using Windows 7. Yours might look a little different depending on the operating system, but under All Programs or All Apps, you should see an ArcGIS folder. And the ARC Catalog icon looks a little bit like a file cabinet. You may also see this icon on the desktop of your computer, and you can launch the application from either place. So now I've got ArcMap or ARC Catalog launched, and I need to create a connection to the GIS data files that I just extracted. So we have a Connect to folder icon here. It's the little folder with the black cross on it, the plus sign. So I'm going to click that with the left mouse button. And because I just copied the path to our data folder, I can right click and I can pick, well, I can't either. So I'm going to browse under my libraries, under my name. I should see my documents. I should see my GIS class, And I want to actually select on the GIS data folder there. So I'm going to pick that folder and I'm going to pick OK. So now we actually have a shortcut or a quick way to get to the data that we're going to use. So in the next videos I'm going to show you what you can do with this data and how to use ARC Catalog to accomplish the tasks that you need to accomplish today. Now you should see your GIS folder listed here. Let's take a look around. The area on the left hand side here is called the catalog tree. The larger viewing area on the right side has 3 tabs: Contents, Preview, and Description. Looking in the catalog tree, notice the small plus sign to the left of your GIS class folder. That should indicate to you that there are more files inside this folder. You can display those files by selecting on the plus sign. Next, expand the GIS data folder by picking on the plus sign beside it. Now click on the folder named GIS data and notice that the contents show up in the right hand viewing pane. Now expand the Austin folder and click on the Austin name to display its contents in the right hand viewing area. You should recognize these files from earlier lectures. Let's see what you can remember. How many shape files are in this folder? Did you figure it out? There are 2. How did you know? The green icons, the word shapefile under the type, and also the file extension .shp. Those are all indicators to you that those are shapefiles. Good. How many geodatabases are in the Austin folder? There are 2. Here and here. How did you know? We have the gray geodatabase cylinder symbol, and also under the type, its description is geodatabase, as well as the file extension, GDB and MDB, geodatabase file extensions. Good. Let's take a closer look at the Austin geodatabase by expanding it by selecting the plus sign and then displaying its contents by clicking on the name. So we're going to expand the folder and then we're going to display the folder in the contents preview here. How many feature data sets are there in this geodatabase? There are 5 feature data sets. I should recognize the feature data set symbol, and also the type description here says feature data set. Let's expand the administrative feature data set and display the contents. How many feature classes are there in this feature data set? There are 9 feature classes. How many of these feature classes contain point data? There are 2. How did you know? The symbols, the 3 dots. How many of these feature classes contain line data? None, right? There are no line feature classes in this feature data set. Next, click on the counties feature class within the administrative feature data set in the right hand. In the right hand view, change the display from contents to preview by picking on the preview tab. Preview tab lets you see the shapes of the features. You can also preview the attribute data. Near the bottom, change the preview type from geography to table. How many county features are there? There are 7. I can see that in the table here. There are 7. Next, change to the description tab. This tab is used to give you important information about the data. This information is called metadata. It can help you decide if the data is appropriate and whether or not you want to use it in your projects. Spend a few minutes exploring the different file types and different tabs to help you become comfortable with Art Catalog. Use the zoom in and pan buttons. The extent button will go back to the full extent. You can zoom in by making windows. You can zoom out by just clicking set amounts. You can go to the previous zoom with the blue arrows. Let's pick the Parks feature class within the Parks feature data set. So looking at the preview tab, I'm going to use the zoom in, and I'm going to zoom into this odd shaped part here on the left center. Let's try that again. Zoom in is to zoom out. Zoom in, and I want to know the name of this part. So I'm going to use the Identify tool. Select the part, and I can see that the park's name is Emma Long, and the park type is Metro. Continue to explore other files and other tools just to become a little bit more comfortable with Art Catalog. If you have any questions, please give me a call or send me an email. Thanks.